Hi friends, this is Sarah from Crafting and Relaxing. Welcome. Thank you so very much for joining me. This is bringing back Basic Gray. If you've been watching for a while, you know the story of this collaboration. Basic Gray hasn't made paper in over a decade. They do fabric now. And Bourbon Creek Crafts came up with the idea to do a collab to use our Basic Gray stash. We know that we won't bring Basic Gray back to paper, but we're bringing Basic Gray out of our stash and front and center. The goal is not to use it all up, but to enjoy it and have fun with it and not just hoard it. This is the second project that I've made with this collection, and then you'll see next month how it wraps up and if the plan I came up with last month works. I'll link to the first video in the description down below in case you missed it. This month I would call it a dog journal, but if you look at the cover, it does have a paper that also has cats, but then on the inside, I've just played up paws and dogs. If you are a paper crafter, you could bring in some cat stickers or other things if you want, if you're a household like mine, where you have dogs and cats. Then I have some additional ephemera here to jazz it up. And I even put some rub-ons and then some letters that'll go with it. I'll have to chop those funny, but they'll all be included. I love this paper. At first, I wasn't sure, and I'm not really the cartoony type, but blue cats and dogs and bunnies, yes, big fan. I did the same concepts as with the cat one. I tried to leave a lot of room for photos. This journaling card is big enough that it could be a photo mat, or you could just cut off the embellishments and toss it out and put a bunch of pictures here. Hot dog and a die cut doxy right here. And then I didn't cover up this paper, but you could put photos all over the inside of this if you want. And I left the verticals way over on the side to allow space for a vertical photo there if you want. What a cute doggy and a paw punch. And this paper, not my favorite, but it works okay. Now here's a funny thing that happens sometimes when you craft and watch TV with your honey. I was very tired last month when I started this, and I thought I was going to make 2 journals at once. And for some reason, I got it in my head that these were too wide, and I started trimming them down. And then I panicked. But I really like how this turned out, because what it does is it gives more layers, and I mixed up the short ones. So when you look at this page, you get to see so much pattern and interest. Then you flip it, and I have a piece of paper with some washi tape, and this is a vellum piece that was in my stash. Faithful. If I could choose just one friend in all the world that would be forever at my side and love me unconditionally, it would be my dog. There's not a more comfortable thought as knowing my dog is my loyal companion. The world could take lessons from my dog. And if you know my craft room, then you know that Wilson is here sleeping next to me, and I totally agree with that. I love my cats, but they're not really concerned with me and what I want, and Wilson is. Then I have a journaling card, and I put some paws up the side of it. And on these, if you wanted, you could glue mini photos, you could put stickers or ephemera, whatever. I've left them easy to pull in and out, and I wanted lots of room for photos. Then I have a rub-on. I know you guys are super impressed with me. Just little tiny accents, says paw prints. The thing that is nice about rub-ons, and I will admit, is they match everything. They're not shiny. And this package worked pretty well. This, I put a strip of the sticker from the collection and a dog. Did you ever have a dog that sat on top of his doghouse? I don't know, maybe this is weird and you're not feeling it, but I once taught my grandparents' blue heeler to jump up on everything. I later got in trouble, but for years he sat on his doghouse. Then this page, I kind of love how this one turned out. I'm mixing in some graphic 45 ephemera. I don't love this side, but it does match if you want to use it. And it has catitude and stuff, so you could pull in some cat. And then this I planned as a journaling card. Again, you could put a photo on this side, photos right here. And I just love this cute page. This is the Basic Gray sticker on top of graphic 45 and then a sticker. Just mix up those collections, whatever makes you happy. Then again, I cut this too short, but how cute is that? With the glimpses of it, a dog jumping and a rub-on that says bark. and a sticker up here just for a bit of texture, and then a scrap of paper. And you could write on all of this because it's light colored, or you could put photos, and again, photos, or it would be kind of fun to take a black pen and write through these. That would be cute. Bones, dog bones. Not sure how well it shows. That paper, I like the idea of it, but it's just so dark. Then I just have a piece of cream paper in the middle of this. I thought it would be nice to write on or just lighten it up because these two papers were so dark. And look at this one. A cute paper with the cartoony animals. This spot was a little boring, so I just put the big paw print on it. And then on the back, we have a house is not a home without a dog, and a cluster that I put together, and a bone sticker. And I did ink a lot of the edges in this stuff, kind of tying it together. Here's a big journaling card or photo mat, whatever you want to call it. And I have these vinyl dog stickers that were from Bourbon Creek Crafts. And Stampin' Cat also does this collaboration with us on Instagram. This card might need a trim, might be a little big. I think I'll leave it. This paper I don't love. I would put a giant picture over that, or maybe 2 pictures and tone it down. In this collection, there were 1 or 2 I didn't love. I like this blue one with the bones. This is vellum. I tried something here. I don't know that I love how it came together. Maybe you want to put some more embellishments across the top. Dogs leave paw prints on your heart. And then I have some paw prints up there. And another card with a paw punch. I don't have a lot of floral stuff in here. Tried to keep it gender neutral, but there is this one paper that I like. Now on this one, I was a little torn. I decided to leave the whole center so that you could do a big collage of photos if you want. And I'm not into bows, so I just knotted this, and I think I'll leave it. It's waxy, so it's a little sassy, you know. If you don't want to do a big collage, you could just take some paper and write on it and then glue it in here if you want. Or you could just do whatever you want here. It could be like a fancy scrapbook page where you just have one picture on each side. I just thought it would be fun. And I print photos of my dogs and cats in different sizes. Sometimes those cute little ones, I think they're 4x4. You can mix it up. And then I just put one sticker down the side because it was cute and I didn't want to waste it. I like how this one turned out. I had some fun here, but for the most part, I left this naked for you. So here's a journaling card with a dog stamped, and then I have dog days, love, furry friend, some paws, and a doxy stamped there. And then some cute little ephemera in here. You don't need to keep these in this pocket. You could rearrange them, put them wherever you want. Remember, I tell you, when you purchase one of my journals, take all the stuff out and move it around the way you want it. Don't feel backed into a corner in any way. Again, maybe cover that up. Okay, look at this cutie. This was a dog sticker from the collection, and I looked around and tried to find a light paper to put him on, and I found this one. He's going to be a little wobbly because he just has the one hole in the middle, so be careful with him. Then I just thought he was going to get lost there. What I probably should have done was put him off to the side and stamped something here. I have a tendency to center things, and I think it goes better when you move him to the side and then you can add more. But what I did was I put him on top of a giant sticker, and then it made him a bigger item, kind of brings him in. I went around him with a black pen. Maybe I should go around the flower with a black pen. I don't know. I'm going to leave it, and the purchaser can decide a black or a silver or a brown, make him pop. But I think he's cute, and because it's all the same colors here, we're playing him up. I love that the dogs have stars. Love it. And then back here, some cute dogs, a scrap of that. We're going down the other side of the papers. I did an envelope differently than you've seen me do a lot lately. I've been slicing them here, and I remembered I hadn't done one at an angle in a while. The way I've cut this one and prepped it, 4x6 photos fit in it perfectly. And it's kind of tight. You have to be a little careful with it, but it goes right in there. You could put a couple if you need to. And then these stickers are matte, so you can write on them with a pen. We talked about that paper before. And a little I love my dog and best friends. This side, let me turn the photo around just so you can see. It's going to show the back of your photo here. Stick through. That's fine. I think it's sturdy enough, and I glued it down here a little. This is just a little tuck spot, and I didn't put this in because I don't know if it makes sense for you, but it says such a lucky dog. He has a little collar, little sign that says adopted. And I feel like this needs to be inked because it is a bright white thing in a very brown book. So I'm going to set this aside and let it dry and then put it back in there. Things like this, I don't glue them in because maybe they don't go with what you're planning, or maybe your dog wasn't adopted. The lucky matches. I mean, it's just too cute not to. And it's a nice way to show that this is a tuck spot instead of a boring piece of cardstock. Dogs, one of these timesheets. I talked about this in the cat thing. I thought it would be fun. You know, Wilson is like, eat breakfast, take a nap, chase the squirrels, take another nap, eat dinner, take a nap. I'm not going to say the WALK word because I'm not ready. I don't have shoes on. Then I have a sticker right here. I would decorate this probably. I mean, it's a cute paper, but I would probably cover it up with some stuff out of this bag maybe. The path to my heart is paved with paw prints. Color doesn't quite match, but I might use it anyway. Again, this is a vertical tuck, but there's room for a photo. Things I've learned from my dog and a little sheet to write on. This is another one that may or may not go with the book you're creating. I'm not sure who rescued who, and I did ink the edges on that one to just kind of give it an aged look. And I have paw prints. And then in here, we've got a little journaling card with a embellishment on it and a bit of a sticker. I just wanted to use a little bit more of this paper, so I made it a tip out. You could put a photo here, you could put one here and here. If you don't like this paper, you could put one here too. Then cute paper and a great big card that could be for journaling, or a photo on the front and journaling on the back. You could pretty much do that with all of these. It just depends on if you have a lot of photos or a lot of things to write, or maybe you have state park things from all the places you took your dog. I don't know. Maybe you've got a bunch of ephemera and neat stuff you want to add. And here, a dog vinyl sticker and then a bit of a sticker. So this is the dog journal. I sewed it together with black waxed linen. And then in here I have some dogs, a dog house, some random embellishments. I also put in a bunch of scraps of the cream colored paper, and I left them odd shapes so that you could use them as tuck spots if you wanted. If you wanted to add more things like this, they're long enough and large enough to do things like that. So you could put them on your horizontal pockets right here. They would say something cute on the end. You could put some more cute stuff and have a pocket. Or you can just cut them down and have a little thing that says best friend. Whatever you want to do. Okay, let's put this back before I forget. So that is the dog journal. If you're interested in that one, go ahead and message me or email me, because you know how I am about actually listing things on Etsy. And it would be $25 shipped all in the US. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to check out Bourbon Creek Crafts here on YouTube and Stampin' Cat on Instagram. They'll both be linked in the descriptions down below, and see what they're making. And then next month, I'll show you if we smashed this whole collection or how it turned out. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.